Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 19th. We're looking at the S&P 500. Just a 5-minute chart here. And I am going to actually pull this down here so we can see what happened yesterday. Yesterday we said we had 55 half down below our prediction point at 60. And the low of the day here was 55 quarter. I actually pointed out 55 as well. He said, watch that 55. So they came down here to 55 quarter and then came all the way back up to 59.50 and then came back here to 55 quarter again, and they were holding this area. So the buyers were really holding that. So then we traded all the way up to 68 quarter, which we said 68 could make sense. And then remember we said they needed to get back below 60, which they didn't. They only traded to 62 half. And then, there was our answer. And then some big buying came in right here. And then we did get the pullback really back to 68 area, which was 67 quarter right here. And then they moved higher from there up to 79.75. So here we have, by the way, once they came up here and then they did end up coming back here and they held this 68.75 area. So, and that's why we said 70 area, and then we gave some specific prices around that. So all of this really held. I mean, this held on the second push. The buyers came in here, and then this held over here. And then what we're looking at here this morning is, I got to bring this a little smaller here. The point is not really for you to see what the candles did here or not, but what you can see is since we gapped here, we've not been back up here. So coming back up here to 85 half, and then even we've got 90 up here. Of course, we have the all-time high right here at 92 half. But what we haven't used is we haven't used this 71 half much. So we could come back here on a pullback this morning. And then we could, if that doesn't hold, we could see it come all the way back here to that 65 half area. So if 71 half doesn't hold, 61 half would be the next pullback area. And if they can't hold 61 half, if they can't hold 65 half, then it's pretty likely they'll at least come down to 53. And then you can see below 53, we have 38.75. So of course we had this 60 area that's been extremely important for a few weeks here. So we got to pay attention to that. But if they can't hold 65 half here for buying, then likely they'll come here. And then if they can't hold that, we've got 20 some points down to 39. And I'll put some prices in between here. But for the time being, we have these in here as well. I'll put those in the chat. And then up here, let's look through this scenario. So if we can keep getting this buying and this momentum continues to carry us higher, this would really be a good first target up here. This 34.01 quarter, that'd be a good start. And then this is a real congestion zone up here. So if we break up above 01 quarter, we do have this 07, and then we've got 10, and then we've got 12, and then we've got 15. So if we traded up into this area today, this would very likely be a consolidation congestion zone up at this point up here. So again, one at a time up to here, and then up above here, this is very likely congestion up here. So then let's look at this a little bit more in detail here for this morning. So we've really used this right here at 74 quarter. You could make the case that we haven't really used the 76 half. And then we've used this, we came down here and we've used this, really kind of come back here. I mean, this would be a really aggressive buying if they were going to buy it right here at 76 half. So we're kind of in this interesting spot. We've come up here, we used this here, we came up here, we came back here. This area wasn't enough to get us that next push, so they came down lower all the way to here, and that so far hasn't been enough to get us the push up here. So it's a little tricky right here. Maybe they come here or here. Not likely. The 74 area was really important yesterday. Of course, they used it again here, but not a super ideal spot to buy. So this would be very aggressive, and we're getting a push here right now. So this would be the most aggressive. Then here, then 71.50, and then down here at 65.5, and then the whole scenario changes. So if we can, if we break out here, that'll also be telling. And then we really need to get above both of these and the all-time high. So depends on how the price action's looking when we come up here, what that is, how the market's reacting. But we've been up in this area. We would expect that if we're going to come up here again, we're probably going to break and continue up to that 34.01 quarter. I like to be specific so that we can show you that we gave you that price to the tick before it happened. So, okay, there you have it for this morning. We'll see you in the live trade signals, and we will see you in tomorrow's video as well.